No, I can't let the Nightlock destroy a city. I think it's time for some Megazord power.
Samurai Megazord! We are united!
Hey guys, Roberto here, and today I'm reviewing the Power Rangers Samurai Megazord. Now this Megazord is part of a little series called the Mega Collection, and it's basically like a re-release of old Power Ranger toys in brand new packaging with a cool new style. Now so far in the Mega Collection, there's been released I think it was called the Mega Blade from Samurai, and then the Ultra Dragon Zord or something like that from Mega Force, and the Samurai Megazord. Now this is really cool from Bandai's part because we'll be getting old toys that, for example, if I wasn't around for Samurai, so I was never able to pick up the Samurai Megazord, and now I have it because, you know, this thanks to this Mega Collection. So it's really cool from Bandai's part to be releasing old toys in brand new packaging. Now let me tell you guys a little story. Back when Power Rangers Samurai was airing, I was around, obviously. I was alive and everything, yeah. But yeah, I do remember seeing the show on Nickelodeon, but I wasn't a huge fan because I just didn't like the theme. Samurai wasn't really my thing, and I just didn't really like the acting or the storytelling. I didn't really get along with it. I just didn't like the characters. I didn't like anything about Samurai. So since I never got into Samurai the show, I never got into the toys, and I never really had the urge to pick up any of the Power Rangers Samurai toys. And yeah, and when I got into Power Rangers like a year after that, which was like 2012, and I did get into Power Rangers, and I didn't start toy collecting until 2013, because by the time I was into Power Rangers, Samurai was almost over, and the toys were going on clearance, and a lot of people were buying them, and I just didn't really have any money to buy any Power Rangers Samurai toys. So the only Samurai toys I have are the Ranger Keys, the 5-inch action heroes from the Super Mega Force line, and I do have some of the 4-inch figures, but those are like the Super Samurai figures, which is like the Red Ranger and his power up, and the Blue Ranger, the Green Ranger, and the Gold Ranger, and yeah, those are the only guys I have. So, but yeah, I'm planning on picking up the main 5 in their normal modes. Hopefully I'll get them soon. But yeah, this guy is exactly $34.99 at Toys R Us, which is the usual price of a Megazord. And yeah, so anyways, let's take a look at the toy. Now the box looks really cool. It says Power Rangers, the Mega Collection, Samurai Megazord, a picture of the red Samurai Ranger, the Power Ranger Samurai logo, and at the bottom it says only at Toys R Us, so this is a Toys R Us exclusive. And on the side it shows all the Zords that it used to combine. It says that it's Zord Builder. This is the Lion Zord, the Turtle Zord, Ape Sword, Bear Zord, and Dragon Zord, the really shitty version. Haha, yeah. On the side it says Samurai Megazord and some really cool effects or something like that. And on the other side, on the right side, is a really cool picture of past Red Rangers along with the newest Red Ranger, which is the Dino Charge Red Ranger. It says Power Rangers Mega Collection, RPM Red, Mighty Morphin Red, In Space Red, Samurai Red in his Mega Mode, Super Mega Force Red, and then Dino Charge Red. And I just really like this. Cool like poster of this guy would be really this thing would be really cool. On the back, I mean, is the Samurai Megazord, and it says all the Zords that it comes with. At the bottom is the other Zords in the line, and it is the Dino Charge Megazord, which you can't combine with this guy. He is Zord Builder compatible. Some of the stunt bikes, and then you can't combine it with the Samurai Megazord too. And on top here is this Power Rangers Mega Collection. And yeah, so that was the box. Alright guys, so here we have the main 5 Zords, and they look really cool. Now, let me just tell you guys a little bit about these Zords and the Samurai Megazord itself. The Samurai Megazord is considered to be a little bad, like a bad Megazord, and the reason why is because the Japanese version is very, very good. Like, I mean, very, very good. In the show, they had like these modes, like they had 3 modes. They had the origami modes, which was like, let me just show you. Here we have the Turtle Zord, which is the easiest one. You transform her for him. And this is the origami mode, which is basically just like yeah, it's a shape. And the Japanese version, you could do this with all these main 5. You can only do this with the Turtle Zord. And then the other mode is the Zord mode, which you transform, which is really easy. Which is really easy, and here you have the Zord mode. And then Megazord mode, which is basically just the mode to use it for Megazord mode, and you turn this around, and here we have the arm for the Megazord. Now, sadly, this is the American version, and Bandai America took away the origami modes, and you can't really do this with all of them, as I said before, just the Turtle Zord. And yeah, so a lot of people didn't like this Megazord when it first came out, and a lot of people still don't, and some consider the Shinken-O to be way better than this guy. Now, to be honest with you guys, I don't really care. Yes, they did take out some cool features, but it's really the economy, and if they put all these cool features and all these details, then this thing would end up costing like $180, $90, and some parents really don't want to waste all that money on a transformable robot. But yeah, but I'm the type of guy that really, I like new things. Sometimes you got to deal with the fact that some things aren't gonna be amazing, they're not gonna be the best, but at least we have this guy, and he looks really cool, and you know, he has some cool features too, to be honest. And from a certain viewpoint, this guy is really cool. If you didn't know that the Shinken-O existed, and you only knew that the Samurai Megazord was out, then some people would say that this is a pretty cool Megazord. In my opinion, he's okay. So yeah, I'll tell you guys more about my opinion about this toy later on. So anyways, let's start with the review. The first Zord we're going to take a look at is the Lion Zord, and that is the Red Ranger Zord. Let me put these guys aside. The Red Ranger Zord, and he looks really cool. He has a lot of detail up here. Side. And it's really easy to transform to Megazord mode. We'll take a look at that real quick. And something really cool about this guy is that his mouth opens, and that is something that you barely get in Power Rangers toys. So when you do get that, that's really cool. Yeah, put him aside. Next up is the Blue Ranger Zord, and the Blue Ranger Zord is a little more different than the Japanese version. The Japanese version could be transformed it could be longer. And sadly, this is only a 2-part transformation, just like this. And it's already in Megazord mode. Let me get closer on that. But the Japanese version, you could extend it for longer, and the tail and everything. It was really, as I said before, the Shinken-O was very... My camera was shaking. The Shinken-O was very inferior to the guys. It was better. Next up is the Pink Ranger Zord, the Turtle Zord. And it's very basic. It's not hard to understand and everything, so it's really basic Zord. Little origami for... I think the Pink Ranger had air, if I'm correct. I don't remember. Oh, I forgot to mention, each kanji, I forgot. The kanji, it represents, like, this, the Red Ranger's fire, blue is water, and then pink is air. Yellow, I think, was earth, and then green was forest. But anyways, let's take a look at the Green Ranger Zord, actually. The Green Ranger Zord is a bear. Really cool. It's a green bear. You barely get seals. And yeah. And then finally is the Yellow Ranger Zord, which is the Ape Sword. And hers is very small. It's one of the smallest swords. Monkey face. It's a little creepy. Yeah. Anyways, let's start the transformation to Megazord mode. So anyways, here is the Red Ranger Zord. And the first thing you're going to do is put the lion's arms, put them up here. And then you're going to get this piece and just pull it down here. And then the legs, you're going to stick them in there. And yeah, you have that. Next up is the Blue Ranger Zord. And you're just going to take out the sword, which is the tail, which is a sword. It'll eventually be a Zord. You take out this piece down here, which is the helmet. I'm going to take that out. It's like I'm having a little difficulty. Okay. That's out. And the easiest part, just do that, and then raise the head. And you're gonna start seeing the shape. Remember, was it to this side or this side? Just put this guy down for now. And then here's the next up is the Bear Zord, and you're gonna do this thing. You're gonna do this. You're gonna pull You know, his arms are very thin, so it's easy to transform. And then the head here, you're gonna do the same thing that you did with the Dragon Zord. Next up is the Ape Sword, and you're just gonna go like this, and you're gonna basically hide the face to make an arm, and here it is, which is the right arm. Now finally is the Pink Ranger Zord, and the Pink Ranger is the easiest ones. Just you just have to fold the arms of the turtle, close, open this up, and then hide the head there. And you're just gonna open this up completely, and then turn around the hand, and then you basically have the left arm. Alright guys, so now we start the process to Megazord mode. And we already have the Red Lion Zord all transformed and stuff, and he's gonna be the main part of the body. The next thing you're gonna do is get the Dragon Zord, and he's gonna become the right leg. See right here. And then you're gonna get the Bear Zord, and he's gonna become the left leg. So alright, we already have the Samurai Megazord standing, and my camera just moved. Sorry about that. Next up is the Ape Sword, and he's gonna become the right arm. And then the Turtle Zord is gonna be the left arm. The next thing you're gonna do is, as you see right here, the Lion Zord is the main part of the body, and on top of the Lion Zord you can raise up this thing right here, and you will find the head of the Megazord. And earlier the Dragon Zord did come inside. You can find the helmet, and the helmet you can raise this up, and it's gonna become the helmet of the Samurai Megazord. And finally, the Dragon Zord's tail was the sword. So here we have the Samurai Megazord. Now this guy looks really cool. However, the articulation is very basic. It's what every single Megazord has. You can move the arm like this. No articulation on the feet or the legs. You can only move the head of the Zords. And yeah, and the arms. And basically that's it. So this one's very limited. However, it looks really cool. And yeah. Now, at least in my opinion, he's really cool. To be honest, like I know that he's missing some pieces. For example, the shield. The Japanese version came with a shield, and this American version never came with one. Not even the original release. The shield, you can actually get it with some RC controlled Megazord or something like that. Around Super Samurai, they released like this Samurai Megazord that you could like move around with some electronic Mega Blade or something like that. That was really, or mini version or something like that. And yeah, that's actually very cheap. You can find it on Amazon for like $40, I think. But if you really want the shield, then you can definitely buy that RC Megazord and, well, have another Samurai Megazord. And yeah. Now, yes, there are some things missing from the Japanese version. There's less paint. You can't transform into origami. But, you know, make the best out of it. And at least in my opinion, he looks really cool. It doesn't bother me at all that he did lose some things from the Japanese version. I know if I can just get the Samurai blade off, or the blade. And the Japanese version, I think he had some kind of holster or something that you could put the sword in like this. If you try at least, you can actually put the blade through there, and it looks like he's holding it just like the Samurai Rangers do with their sabers. I don't know how to exactly do it. It actually happened earlier, like you took it right through here, and it looked like he was holding it, but now it's not happening. Was it doing it on this side? No, it was like down here. But yeah, anyways, earlier, what you can do is just, if you want him to hold the saber a certain way, you can do it like the samurais do. And you can have him holding a saber like this, like a holster, and then he just takes it out and holds it, and he's ready for battle and all that stuff. Now let's compare him to the newest Megazord that we have, which is the Dino Charge Megazord, which was released last year in 2015. Now, we've come a long way, obviously, since it's a different theme and different Rangers and different season and all that. But you see right here, these guys are Zord Builder compatible. Everything that was released from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2010 reversion with the Zords, all of that is Zord compatible up until now. So you can get the Super Mega Force Zords, the Mega Force Zords, Super Samurai, all that stuff. So to make an example, let's do a little mix matching or something like that. Take out the arms, and then you get the T-Rex head that's connected to the Stegosaurus. I can just put that in. There, exactly. That's what I mean. It is going to be a little hard, but if you have enough strength, you can connect them. Next up is this piece here. Alright, so here we have a really weird Samurai Megazord. And then we get the pieces, the arms for the Samurai Megazord, and we connect them to the Dino Charge Megazord. And we have a little Dino Charge Megazord with some little arms. And that looks kind of strange. I'm not really into the whole mix and morph Zord builder thing. Maybe you guys might like it, I'm not sure. Sword builder isn't my type of thing, but it doesn't really bother me at all. It looks kind of cool if you want to connect some stuff. For example, I remember earlier last year when the Dino Charge Megazord came out, I really wanted to combine him with the Q-Rex from Super Mega Force, and I did some cool formations. I forgot how they looked, but I'll show you guys that later on in some other day. But yeah, you know, if you like the whole Zord builder thing, you know, if you're into that, then this is great. And for kids, I definitely recommend it. On to my final thoughts on this toy. Now, to be honest, this toy has really grown on me over the years. I remember seeing him back in 2011, and I didn't really like the style that he had. I didn't like the blocky feel. I didn't like the samurai theme. I didn't like the kanji. I didn't like anything about it. But as over the years have passed, and I rewatched Samurai in 2014, you know, it sort of grew on me, and I really did start liking how the Zord looked, and the Megazord looked, and you know how the theme was. You know, as a little kid, I was never really open to new ideas. I didn't like change or anything like that. But as I got into Power Rangers, I started dealing with the fact that, you know, there was going to be a new theme, a new look every single year. So it was either deal with it or, you know, just, you know, hate on it every day. So, you know, I started just changing. You know, I have a better open-minded mind that I have today, you know, than that I had when I was a little kid. Sorry, I got tongue-tied right there. But yeah, it's a really cool Megazord in the end of the day. Now, onto the bad rep that it got over the years for not doing so well and bringing over some of the things that it had in the Japanese version. You guys have to remember that if it had some of the things the Japanese version had, it would cost a lot more money. I remember there was like metal or something or die cast on the Shinken O, and that would have raised up the price to like $80, $90. So taking that off and just making it a little bit more affordable is just really nice on Bandai's part, because they could easily just sold it for $100, like some of those toys that they've sold, like the Rumble and Roar T-Rex, but they've lowered the price on, you know, these toys, and it's just really nice, and it makes, you know, it makes it affordable for parents, you know, for kids that want to get it, or for parents that need to get it for their kids. And yeah, because we know that in no world, unless you're rich or something, no parent is gonna buy you like $100 transformable robot that, you know, just doesn't even move. So anyways, I'm really glad to have the Samurai Megazord in my collection. I'm getting more Samurai stuff now. And my thoughts on this Mega Collection thing, it's really cool that Bandai America is releasing old toys again, that I said earlier, but I'm just really happy that they're doing this, and hopefully one day they might release more old stuff like the Chronomorpher from Time Force. Bandai, please release that. But yeah, you know, it's really, really cool they released the Gosei Great too, because I never got that guy back in 2013. I didn't have the money to afford it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. You know, if they release something from Megaforce like the Ultra Dragon Zord, maybe they can release the Gosei Great. So hopefully they do that. But yeah, this is a really cool toy in the end of the day. And so guys, that was my review of the Power Rangers Samurai Megazord. Thanks for watching, guys, and this is Roberto from Ranger Mania, signing out.